Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Indy, and today we do have another iRacing weekend review video, and this is our first one in a while, as we have not actually been doing much iRacing because of a computer issue. But in this video we're going to be doing a bunch of ARCA and some Mx-5 in the Sim Lab Production Cup Challenge. But here, this is our first race at Chicagoland, and we did not qualify well, as we have not really gotten any one-lap pace out of these cars, but we actually did have some pace when it came to the long run. As you can see here on the start, we are going to go up one position, as that guy ran a little high in turn one. And for this race, the whole goal was basically just to try and save as much tires as you possibly can, as the tire wear was just ridiculous. As you're going to come into turn one here, we're going to go into the corner. These guys, we actually found some pace running the bottom. Some other guys were running the middle. Nobody was really up near the wall through the corners, and the car in front of us actually gets a good run on that white car. He's going to go to the inside, and we're going to see if we can follow him through, maybe. And the 17 is going to leave us the space on the bottom, and we are going to get another position there. So we're skip ahead a couple laps. We are still running down this car. We're going to get a great run off the corner here on the 5 car. We're going to go to the inside, and that is going to be another position. As you can see, we usually went forward in these races, as we qualified pretty darn bad. And you can see here we're actually catching the 14. We're going to go to the inside of him. These two cars in front of us are having a nice little battle. They're going to go side by side through the corner. The yellow car is going to try to get the run off the corner. We're going to dive underneath the 1 here and follow the 13. We're going to see if we can get a run off the corner. Didn't get the best run off the corner, as the 1 car had the outside line, which does get the better groove here at Chicagoland off the corner. And we're going to go to the inside. 13 is struggling a bit. As you can see, we can close up in the corner. We're going to see if we can get the move done here. We're going to go to the outside now, and we're going to see if we can drive around the outside of him coming into 3 and 4. We're going to go in. It's not going to happen, but the 13 is going to slide up the racetrack and lose a ton of momentum, and that is going to be another position gained, as I think we're up into maybe 8th place here in this one. So we're actually having a pretty good run. And we're going to skip ahead some more, and we have caught some more cars, me and this yellow car. We've caught these two, the purple and the red car there. But we're going to maybe look to the inside of the 1 car. The space is going to open up, and we're going to drive it into the corner. And that is going to be another position here. So if you're enjoying these videos, next week I will maybe be live streaming this. So if you'd like to see me live stream some iRacing, let me know in the comments whether you would prefer to see it on Twitch or YouTube. As you can see in front of us, the 2 cars in front of us make contact, and the 9 car actually, we get a 4X there. As you're going to take a look at this, the 2 guys in front of us got into it. The 9 car is going to lose it. We're going to try to go high, and on that view, the 9 car actually doesn't hit us. On my screen, it looked like he did, but we did hit the wall just a bit, nothing much. We're going to skip ahead here and take a look at this green car on the top of your screen. This was the start of the next race, and he's just going to absolutely turn the 21 and cause a huge chain reaction, which is going to cause us to get some damage in the rear. And we did get a decent start, as we're up into 4th position off the start after qualifying towards the back, but we do have some damage in the rear, and that is definitely going to affect us. As you're going to see, we're losing so much top end speed. As you can see, the car that caused the wreck is already right behind us, and this time he's going to drive it into the corner, and he's just going to end up taking us out. And I'm not sure what I could have done there better, as he had fresh tires that he'd pitted, and we had some damage, but we can't let that bother us, as we're going to go on board here with another race. This was actually earlier than the previous one, as the red car we ran for a while, then we switched to a purple car. But you can see we are very bad at qualifying. But right here, you're going to see going into turn 1, a car's actually going to lose it on the apron. We're going to pick up a spot, but actually lose a spot on the outside there. But we are going to get the drive off the corner. We're going to go to the inside of the 1, inside of the 16, briefly 3 wide, thought about it, decide to back out of it and just run the bottom and stay out of trouble here. Now coming off of turns 3 and 4, we're going to see what we can actually do in this race, as we had a pretty good first lap, as we actually picked up 3 spots. But we're going to skip ahead some more, and now we're going to dive onto the apron here and going to go past the 3 car now into turn 1, and that is going to be another spot picked up here early in the running at Chicagoland. And we are working our way forward. I think we're inside the top 10 at this point, but the 15 is going to run way up high and not get a good run off the corner. We're going to try and side draft him a little bit, slow him down, and we're going to go to the inside and pick up another spot going into 3. So we're skipping ahead a couple more laps, and we're going to see what we can get done here, as that car is going to, the 21 gets a really slow run, and we're actually going to have to go to the outside there, and we get that move made. So as you can see, we are definitely coming forward now. Now onto the back of the 6 car. He's going to lose it, just doesn't have the grip to run the bottom, and he's going to lose out on the exit, and we're going to go to the inside. That is going to be another pass here at Chicagoland. So as you can see, we are actually going forward through this field, as we were getting quicker as the race went on. Or we were not getting quicker, but we were getting, everybody else was getting slower. And we were just able to run these consistent laps and just average out some good runs here. We're going to dive to the inside. We're going to go 3 wide down into turn 1. And that is going to pay off momentarily, as we do pick up the spot. We actually slide up the racetrack just a bit, but don't get into anybody. And that's going to allow a car to dive back underneath us off the corner, I believe. Maybe not. Yeah, the 6 was able to do the crossover, or the 9 was able to do the crossover, and we only end up picking up 1 here. Now as we're falling and back through 3 and 4, we're going to see what we can do and see if we can replicate that move by diving to the apron, but we do not have a great run on him, and we are going to have to sit behind him coming into turn 1. Hopefully he runs up the racetrack just a bit. As you can see, he's running significantly like a groove higher than we were, and that just really helps us as he gets a bit of a lag frame skip there, but we are going to go up his inside. And now skipping ahead just a bit, now you can see at this point there's a wreck in front of us, and this is completely on me. I saw it, the spotter said go high, I really should have gone low, and I will take 100% fault for ruining my race here. The guys in front of us had already basically ruined their race, so I didn't feel bad about that. But you can see here, this is completely my fault. I saw it and just basically panicked. I was on the brakes, but the car slid up the racetrack. I thought there was a hole there, but I could not get it avoided. So that, I will take blame for that, as that was just inept driving by me. So here we are, we're going to have another start in the ARCA series, as we're still at Chicagoland. As you can see, we've qualified a little better, just outside the top 10 maybe. I think we qualified maybe 13th or 14th, but coming into turn 1, we are going to be able to pick a spot, as we did get the jump on the guy on the inside lane. And these guys running side by side are slowing themselves down, so we're going to maybe have a shot trying to pass them, maybe coming off turns 3 and 4, but we're going to run it into the corner. The 1 car seems like he wants to run the top. He maybe tries to come down in line, but we're there, so he's not able to drive it into the corner as he would like. So that is actually going to pay off, as he gets held up a bit by the 8, who did not get a great run. He had to check up, and we're going to go to the inside of both of them coming down into turn 1, and that is going to be 3 spots picked up here on lap 1 at Chicagoland. Now coming down the back straightaway, we're going to skip ahead to on the front straightaway. As you can see, we're going to go to the inside of a car there. They're 2 wide in front of us. That white car running up near the wall is not going to have a great run, as he's going to lose out on another spot from us. And now skipping ahead here, we are coming off turns 3 and 4, and there's a bit of a spin in front of us. We get out of the gas just in case he were to come up on the racetrack, but get right back in it when we realize he is clear of the racing line. So now, as you can see, we do have a nice little run here on the 3 car. We're going to go to the inside, and it is going to stick to the bottom. This 22 car looks like he's trying to get in line, but he ends up making a bit of contact there, a bit of a net code there as they end up making contact, but that is going to be a position for us, as now we are behind this 8 car, and we have actually picked our way pretty close to a very good running spot here. I think we're almost in the top 5 at this point. And now skipping ahead, the 8 car kind of drove away from us just a bit, but in front of us there is going to be a wreck, as that car he's going to wreck from the top 3. So right now we're in 3rd position, and here we are going to show off board, as we do have a nice little race with this guy for this 3rd position here, as the 21 is looking to take that spot from us. We are going to hang on the outside, and he is not able to pull the move off there. And now coming down into turn 1, that would be the end of that one. So we did end up finishing 3rd place in that race. So a nice little top 5. We're going to skip ahead to another race here in the purple car. And the 13 gets a great start and run into turn 1 as he's going to go to the inside of us and the 5, so he's going to pick up 2 spots in turn 1 and have a great run down the back straightaway. Skipping ahead some more laps, you can see the 13 now on the inside. We actually qualified well here, up in I think 6th position, but this green 23 just drives way too deep into the corner and almost nearly loses the back end of his car in 1 and 2. We're going to go to his outside and pick up another spot now. As you can see, the leaders just now, we are up into 4th. Now following this number 6 Exalta car, who's going to end up driving up the racetrack once again. He went in too deep, and that is going to put us up into 4th place. And here was probably some of the best racing I had all week at Chicagoland, as we have a nice little 3-car battle here between us, the 3, and the 21. As the 3 is on the high side, we're 3 wide through the corner. The 21 is going to go to the R outside. We're side by side coming down the backstretch, which is basically a long corner, as there's not really any straight parts here at Chicago. We're in this 2-car. We're going to run him down into the corner and see if we can beat him off the line. This was in the closing laps of the race, so we were trying to fend off any position he could. And he's going to have the switchback now to our inside coming into turn 1 and 2, as he was able to drive it off the corner. And we're going to see if we can drive it in on the top. And are we going to clear him? Yes, we are. And we're going to be able to come down off the corner and still hold the position here from the 21. And we're going to see now coming down the back straightaway, the 21 is all over our bumper. He's going to come. He lost a bit of time going into the corner, but we are able to hold him off for now. But he is closing, and the 3-car, which we were actually running with, that teal car, has actually lost another spot to a guy behind us, and we are catching this car in front of us, which I believe is a lap car. And we're going to go to the inside of him. He's going to leave the space for both of us and stay out of our way in the 11. But the 21 running that middle groove and is actually able to find some speed from it. But we're coming down the back straightaway now. He's got a great run off the corner, but it is not going to be enough here to run us down into 3 and 4. We're going to go right back down to that white line and try to keep the car pinned there, as we have a bit of a bobble coming off the corner. That's going to be the run that he wanted, as he's going to swoop down to the apron now, side by side across the line. He's going to get it. And is he going to be able to clear me coming into the corner? Yes, he will, but he's going to slide up. We're going to try the cutback now, and the switchback is going to work as we're side by side off the corner, but he does have the better run. But we are still able to stay there, I think, and maybe send it down into 3 and 4, and we are here on the apron now, sending it down. And this car that is just watching all this happening has joined the party. That is another teal car in the 14. He's going to go to the, looks to the inside, thought better of it, and is just going to sit behind us now, as we are still side by side coming down the front straightaway. And the 21, is he going to run us down to the bottom? No, he's not. He's actually going to stay in the high line, and that's going to allow the 16 to come through the middle. And are we going to get the move pulled off? Yes, we will. So we actually come out +1, as that would end our night in the ARCA, or end our week in the ARCA series. We're actually going to go to some road course racing here, and this is at, I have no idea how to pronounce that. I think it's Okayama circuit in Japan, and we're in the Mx-5 in the SimLab production car series, and we actually get a decent start, and we're stuck in the middle here, as that guy was able to go to our inside. We're side by side with this guy, and we're going to see if we can get a run here. We are going to check out of it, and we end up getting taken out just a bit. At the time, I did think this was my fault, but I did look on the replay, and it turns out the car there actually got on the curb and ended up just losing it into our rear quarter panel and sending us around in turn 2. So I didn't feel too bad about that one, as it being my fault, but we did have some pace over these guys. As you're going to see, we've already caught them on lap 2, and we're already going to jump up into, I think, 19th place, as that car loses him spinning around. Oh no, that was for... And once again, we're going to make a move there, as these guys, some of them did realize that I was faster and did just allow us to go around the outside. As you can hear, my crew chief cussing just a bit. Another green car backwards on the track, so I was thinking it was deja vu, as I thought it was actually the same car at the time. I was a little confused, but we're going to skip ahead here. The 24, we're going to go to his inside, as we're in 17th. This is going to be for 16th, and that is going to be a move made And now, skipping ahead onto this part, we're going to see what happens. We're going to go look to maybe go around the outside of this red car. We're going to see what happens, and we are going to get the drive off the corner, and he is going to yield the position. So we are cutting our way through this field here after having a dreadful start. So we're again behind the 24s. We made a little bit of a mistake, lost a couple spots. But we're going to go to the inside here, and we're going to make the move, and this is just unlucky. We were there on the inside, and nothing I can do. I'm sure I'll get roasted in the comments for saying nothing I could do. You'll probably tell me there's 10 million things I could do, but I got on the brakes, and I actually don't have a video of it just put on there, but the guy just spun basically in front of us. So this time, this was our second iRacing pole ever, as we definitely found some speed at this track towards the end of the week, and we are actually going to pull away just a bit off the start. And this was probably one of my best iRacing moments so far, was to actually put it on the pole in a upper split of this SimLab Production Series challenges. We are very close to a C license, as we just need above a 4.0 iRating, or 4.0 safety rating, which is at like a 3.8 right now. But coming now into this corner, you can see we are actually leading a field of Mx-5s here, and we are going to see if we can maybe pull away, as we were 6/10 clear in qualifying, but with the draft they may actually be able to just stay with us a little bit more than if there was no draft. So now coming down the back straightaway, you're going to look, this blue car maybe looks for a move on the teal car. It's not going to happen. The teal car closes up a bit. As you can hear a bit of contact there. There wasn't actually any on the replay, but now coming into this section, which is actually harder than it looks, that off-camber left-hander, followed by this left-hander, which you just have to get a good exit through as you come down onto this little short chute. The blue car is actually going to look to the inside. Is he going to be able to get the pass made? He's going to be on the brakes. They're going to go side by side momentarily, and it does back out of it, but that is just allowing us to open up a bit of a gap here on lap 1 at Okayama, and we're going to see what we can get done now coming through the final couple of corners, as just one corner remaining until we have led a lap from pole. And we actually were running in the mid 148s in this, and I know I've seen people in the 47s, but I thought that was a good lap time for myself. And we are definitely improving on this game, but as you can see, we are under pressure here now. Coming down the back straightaway between these three, we have a 3-car breakaway a bit, as there's a bit of a gap back to fourth, but the blue car here is going to go up our inside, and we are just going to let him have the spot, as it is like lap 3 in the race, and not really trying to risk anything, trying to fight that, as we were faster and we would get by them if we were actually faster. As you can see, we are still hanging with them. Blue car has opened up a bit of a gap back to second place, and we were realizing that, so we realized we do need to get a move made here. We're going to go to the inside, and actually not able to pull off the spot, as the car is able to get a good run. We're going to see if we can maybe get a good run out of here, as that car had a bit of a slower exit, as he did have to slow down more, as he had less of a turning arc as he was on the inside. And he does make a bit of a mistake there. We actually get a decent run here. We're going to pop out to the inside. We're going to see if we can make the move here. And we are actually able to make the move, as he leaves us the minimum amount of space, and it is able to work out in our favor. So we're going to look at it here, and we're in second place, and this is just bad luck. As you're going to see, if you look at the top of your screen, you see a car going backwards, and he's just going to pull out right in front of the leader. We slam on the brakes, try to avoid him, and we end up getting a bit of a damage there. And at the time, we were thinking, why is a car driving backwards on the track? But if you look at the replay, he was actually had spun and was trying to get around. But here we did have some car damage, and we were fighting with this. This was the first lap after the contact. Coming down the straightaway, this teal car is going to go to our inside, and he is going to be able to pull the move off, as we are going to lose out here on the lead. Going to fall back into second place and see if we can maybe get a run on him to close off this race, as this is the last lap of the race, and we're going to maybe get just one more shot, as we have 2 corners to go. We were so close, could not get the move pulled off, as we did have a bit of damage after that unlucky contact coming through the final corner, and it's not going to happen. So close to our first iRacing win, but it is not going to happen. We are going to settle for second place here, which I will actually take. And as you can see, I am getting better at this game. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will be sure to bring some more content. Just comment below what you'd like to see on the channel, and I will see what I can do. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.